Hello everybody! Welcome back to another stream. Oh, welcome one and welcome all. Pleasure to have each and every one of you back with us again. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well, taking care of yourselves and enjoying the evening. Wow, I'm like really close to the camera right now, aren't I? Let me just adjust that real quick. Don't worry about it. That nothing happened. See, camera's fine. I've never once fucked up framing once in my life. It's never once occurred. I think that you guys are crazy if you think that was what was going on. I think that you're need to get over yourselves and your blasphemous lies. Remember, in Our Lady Perpetual Gaming, insults are punishable by the death penalty. It's important that you all remember that. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Welcome back. Pleasure to have each and every one of us. Big Drayden? Yeah, Big Drayden. For a moment. Now look, I was close to the camera, it's okay. I had to sneeze, so like I was head up like close, so I was just, you know, making sure I was okay. After the sneeze, it was a big sneeze, it was like a dad sneeze, you know. Hey, these things happen, Let's see, I gotta pull up the Kerbal Space Program Delta V map. Gotta get that popped up and ready to go, as one does. Gotta get that up and available. Is important. Let's just, is there a good way to frame this? I could put it like that. Yeah, okay. That works. Cool, that works. I can see everything now. I've had a weakness in the way I've handled stream before, because of the way that my monitors are set up, but now I can see the map and chat simultaneously, which I definitely could have always done. I definitely wasn't ignoring chat in previous runs, so it's never happened. Yes, indeed. The optimal streaming setup. I'm not sure anything about what I have could be considered optimal, but it sure as shit is a setup. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Let's see. Anyone else gooping their gourd right now? Excuse me. We do a little promotion of the self because I care about the view numbers more than I should. Haha, lamau. You're gooped on your gourd right now, thank you very much. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad at least somebody's gooping their gourd. That's what's important in life. Gooping they gourd. I don't even know what that means. I do know what that means. I shouldn't be saying it. I should not be encouraging people to get gooped on their gourd. Got 4 likes already. That's good for metrics. That's true. We do enjoy liking, commenting, and subscribing, and doing all those other awesome things that you people do to boost my metrics. That's so real. Thanks, Cock. I appreciate. If nobody's got me, I know Cock's got me. One of the phrases of all time. That's for sure. It's 2:30. We'll probably be out of here at like 5:30, 6 o'clock at the latest. So we're gonna go ahead and get started so we have more time to operate because KSP, boy howdy, is it a time sink. It consumes me like a plague. But it is what it is. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm thinking, I'm considering, I'm formulating, I've got nothing. What I would love to do is to really get our interplanetary missions going and to stop having like 6 of them ongoing simultaneously, because it does mean that we have really weird timings things, and I'm afraid to use the warp button. I gotta stop being afraid to use the warp button. It's making these things all take longer than me too. So we're gonna be okay with doing time warp going forward, just so we can actually get stuff done. You know, waiting for transfer windows. Sometimes the transfer window, the optimal transfer window, comes once in a century, and you just gotta warp to your once in a century transfer window. And if you miss it, you say fuck, and then you do it again. And I can't do that right now because I have like 6 missions simultaneously in progress that will all die. So, you know, that's problematic. it's problematic in its own right. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it should be fine. It should be fine. I don't see any reasons it wouldn't be. Yeah. I mean, 'tis what it is. Yeah. Yes. Alright, game. Would you please load? I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate if it were done loading anytime soon, so I can get my there we go. Waiting for the That's what we need. Get your KSP on. You know, cock. I'm working on. Hopefully, that is what we will get. Is getting our KSP on. So, when last we left off, I don't know, we were doing something. We have 13 flights in progress. We've got 98 science. We're on year 1, day 151. You know, we've gone through a whole year, which is a little crazy to think about, actually. But it's cool. It's cool. Let's pop over to the tracking station. I gotta remind myself, like, where we are. I know last we left off, we were in the process of, checking on making a rover. That was like the big thing, was we were making a rover. So what kind of ejection angles are we looking at here? Eve's in the wrong place. Moho's kind of okay. It's not, you know, wonderful. The Duna transfer is really coming up. We gotta be prepped for that. That's for sure. And because Kerbin does go through its orbit faster than Duna does, we're gonna have to be prepared. Scanner Probe Mark D2 is en route to its maneuver, which I think is essentially really close to the optimal transfer window to Duna anyways. So, you know, 50 days and we'll be essentially there. We also have Scanner Probe Mark J1, which is yet to leave Kerbin's sphere of influence, but it is, it's fucking booking it. It is getting out of here. So, you know. That one's en route, and that one's going to be going to Jewel. It's got a Julian encounter already set up. Getting out of here. It's nice to know that we can get to the outer planets. I didn't realize Elu crossed Jewel's orbit. That's cool. We have a couple of asteroids that are doing things. This one has a Kerbin encounter in 102 days. I'm going to go ahead and put on a... Oh, we already have an alarm. Gargantuar encounter. Yep. So we'll go ahead and ditch that. We don't need that alarm. Alright, cool. Cool. 2 hours until the scanner probe leaves Kerbin's sphere of influence, and we can see exactly what its trajectory around the sun's going to look like at that point. But it's no big deal for now. I think everything is as it should be. Everything is kind of en route. It's in, for all intents and purposes, stasis. So, what we were working on previously was we had a rover design that we were operating. If we head over to the space plane hangar, we can take a look at it. It is Rovercan Mark 1. Rovercan Mark 1's do... Yeah, I remember why it was like this. So, for some reason, the scanning range of the large probe arm, if we pull this all the way in, let me show the preview scanning range. If this green circle intersects with the crew hatch, it appears that it simply what's the word? Blocks it from operating, which is insane to me. But it is what it is. I don't really have a good idea of what to do about that, other than what we had done, which is that we put it on something that can extend, and then we just push it out and away from the rover as a whole in order to have the crew hatch be essentially going from obstructable to unobstructable and back and forth like that. If we take this, toggle snap perhaps. That does not look like it's straight up and down, so we'll give it a little rotation. Why is it not centered in the VAB? That's weird. Looks like that's maybe straightforwards. That can extend out that far. And we can attach that there. Ugh, it's already so stupid looking though. It just pushes it all the way out there. What if take the hinge, if you take a hinge, if you give a mouse a cookie, stick it on straight, take this, stick it on straight, we can at the very least do that. Fold it up that way. Then we take this, put another hinge on it. Huh. Wamp, wamp, wamp. Wamp. Interesting. Huh. Do I need this hinge actually? I don't think I need this hinge now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, because it just folds up like that. I mean, I guess that would interfere with a docking port if I have one. Ugh. This is causing so many unnecessary problems. Alright. We put this at 0 and we extend it. Lock that. Lock that. Is this far enough that it's not going to interfere? Looks like it might be okay. Let's give it a little test launch real quick. See if this is so front heavy that it just rips itself off or something, or falls forwards, because that's also problematic. Oh yeah, it tips. It also pulls to the side. Bill, can you EVA like this? He can. Okay. And if we unlock this and then pull it back in, you can do that. And then we can... Huh? No, it's locked. Yep. Sweet. It's still so front heavy. Oh, that makes sense, kind of, actually. Ooh, that's gonna make it problematic to drive. And we did find out the Science Junior weighs the same as the containment module, right? It's a Sec 9, weighs 0.15 tons, plus cargo mass, which I don't know exactly how much the cargo mass is, but hypothetically, this containment module, if the Science Junior weighs the same as its dry mass, which is 0.15, well, it weighs a half-ton more, actually. Do we think this is all in all adding an extra half-ton of total stuff? It might be? Straight up meandering. Yeah, this thing's doing some stuff, that's for sure. What if, instead of putting it up like this, take this, take this whole kit and caboodle off, go robotics. What does the alligator clamp look like? So it can fold flat or go like that. That's interesting. So hypothetically, if I was to say, put this on the side of the ship, of the rover, turn it sideways, I can hypothetically take something fold it out like that. That simplifies it quite a bit. If I take that, shockingly, that does not get in the way of anything. Down just a bit. Probably actually put this about as far forward as we can get it. And that's probably as far down as it can go. And we take this and... look at that. It's still in the hole. It's not quite far enough out. But if I push it a little bit further forwards, That's risky, I think. So let's just scoot it just a touch further out. Alright. Part clipping. Can't have that. Might just be okay. Plus, hypothetically, oh, actually, that's a slight issue now, isn't it? That is an issue. It actually clips into it when it tries to fold up. I mean, it has same vessel interaction being no, so I'm intrigued and wonder if maybe it'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-lock these motors also, these hinges. And let's try launching this. See what this looks like. Okay, it's a bit more stable. It still likes to tip forwards when it dries, and seems to pull a little bit to the right, but not so much so that it's resistant to change. Throw on brakes. It has some crazy momentum. Those brakes are not very strong. And if I try EVA right now, let me guess. Oh! What? What? The fuck you mean this is fine if it's on the side of the vessel? The fuck you mean this is fine? Okay. Well, I mean, might as well put it out anyways. See what that does to the device. I feel like I'm gonna need to put like a counterweight on the back of this, just something to help hold it down. Can you still EVA? Yeah, okay, he can. Interesting. Well, I mean, it's kind of cool to have it so that it's positioned like this, so I can pull it in and out, but it also doesn't really do much of anything for us to have it that way. Yeah, I mean, I guess if it fits here, you'd put like a block or something on it and it'll be fine. We don't need this at all. Okay, let's unlock these real quick. It sags something fierce though, if those are not locked. So we'll have to be careful about that. And if we fold up these wheels, it seems like it doesn't love having to interface in a space that is shared with the arm, but it does work. Fucking weird. Okay, well, I mean, I guess remove the clamp entirely. And just take this. What's up, Fishman? Welcome in, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us again. How you doing? I mean, if it's already a little heavy on the front, if I attach this on the back, maybe it'll be fine. Look, I don't love the placement just because you're chilling. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. It is weird because I don't love the placement just because it does kind of interfere with things, but I think so long as it doesn't have any issues in flight with overlapping, like it's got same missile interaction off, it should be fine. This part clipping shouldn't matter. Kind of centers its scanning near the ass end, which is funny, but I don't know, you just back up onto something. It might have... We'll see if the solar panels still work. Otherwise, this needs to be over here, basically, and then rotated the other way, but... I don't know. Let's try this version. So long as EVAing still works, it's not a problem. It's much more stable. Still sags if the hinges become unlocked. See, it sags way more in the back though, which is probably fine. Pulls a little bit to the whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, seems fine. Toggle brakes. What are we making? We're currently working on creating a rover that we can utilize in large-scale missions that can take us elsewhere on other planets. So we've got, you know, surface scanning devices, stuff to make additional electricity should we need it. This doesn't seem like it's interfering. Good. Thank you, same vessel interaction being off. It's quite nice, actually. It's a design I'm quite pleased with. It's not incredible, but the rover really does work, shockingly enough. It has some really nice features that I'm proud of, like the fact that these wheels can retract when the time comes for it to be in a, what's it called? When we're in flight, we can retract the wheels and have it sit a little bit tighter than otherwise it would. So we can save space in whatever system we use to land with it, which I'm pretty happy about. I don't know how necessary that is. It might be something that's worth changing later. I don't know. It adds weight, it adds complexity that we don't really need if I'm thinking about it. I think we can just package it without the wheels being retractable. It doesn't really retract them that much. It saves us maybe a ½ inch of room on the side and does kind of very little else. But I kind of like the idea that you can just retract the wheels. But it's also so heavy that if I try while I'm on the ground to unretract the wheels, I don't think it can actually lift itself completely. Like, it can get itself back up on its way. And then hypothetically relock itself. But doesn't tend to be able to do that. Yeah. I don't know. Seems simultaneously useful and unuseful to have them retractable. I might ditch that feature. I'm so happy about it, but also, like, so unnecessary. Super duper unnecessary, I think, now that I'm looking at it more. Because what does it really add? Maybe... I mean, it certainly does reduce the footprint of it. But only by about the width of the wheel itself. Which is just not actually that much space. So... I think I'm gonna ditch that feature. And aim for a more stable structure overall. What do we think? Are those even? I think... Oh boy. I don't think so. I need something flat I can put between them. Hey, you know what? Strut. There we go. That bar looks pretty flat. One slight issue, I forgot to turn on, what's it called? Got to turn on, symmetry, so, haha! Oh no! They're not symmetrical. They don't have wheels on both sides. That's a problem. Oh boy. Alright. I'm gonna put the wheels like that. Try and get them as even as possible. If you're very hungry, you're gonna have to figure out what you eat. Yeah, that's real. I just got back from lunch myself, actually, so I feel ya on that one. That's not quite right, shit. Still not quite there. I just want to try and get these as even as I can, you know? Kind of look even, but they also definitely don't. I don't know. Huge eater, your stomach's like a bottomless void. Yeah, I used to be that way. Be careful once you get older, fish. Your metabolism slows down, and boy howdy, does that eating catch up with you. Not to say you shouldn't eat, though. I love eating. It's like my favorite thing to do. Now I'm hungry again. Gosh darn it. What is with these wheels? How come they never look stable? Annoys the hell out of me. No, it's not the Mark II laser can. I want the bicoupler. Can I select parent part? What the hell? That was weird. Oh, I think I actually made a sender it. You were just wanting snacks? Funny. Nice. It happened when your weight loss happened. That was 6 years ago? Oh, very nice, very nice. Let's see here. Do we think this is like together? I don't know, it's close. It's kind of there. Uh-oh. There we go. I don't know why that. Was being weird, but it sure was being a little weird. Now that we actually have a functional ability to go EVA on this, I'm gonna squeeze that back a little bit more. And I'm gonna drop the Science Junior to be the same level. Is that an unfair part clip, do we think? Should I be nice? Not do that? I don't know. I think it looks fine. It's got a little bit of weirdness going on, but oh boy. Oh boy. Oh goodness. There we go. There we go. It's all good. All better now. Turn off symmetry. I'm gonna put this mystery goo, I think. I know, I'd like it to be central on it, I think, rather than just one of it setting off to a side. Because otherwise this thing's pretty well balanced. So I mean, I guess fuck it, we'll just put the mystery go on the back there. Center it up. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Just gotta reach around it to get to the cargo, but I know that doesn't actually matter, so okie dokie. Nice compact little rover. This thing can do a lot too. I think it covers the full breadth of all science that we can do on the ground. Got a thermometer, fluid scanner, scanning arm, seismic accelerometer, negative gravity only detector. I should put a experiment storage unit on this thing. We have a magnetometer boom. Those only work in space. Mobile processing lab, that. I mean, I guess we can put a magnetometer back on this thing. Stick it on the side right there. Match the, this thing. What's up? Building a rover? What for? For, everything. All goes to plan. This will be an all-purpose rover that should be able to go anywhere. You know? Obviously, the first place we'd want to test it is probably the moon, but there is a Duna transfer window coming up, and I'd like to send this to Duna. I think this would be a nice iteration of the missions we were never able to do. How you doing, Argresh? Sun rover? True! True, we're gonna send this thing to the sun. I should do that. I should totally send this thing and put it in orbit around the sun. The sun space station, and it's a goddamn rover. I don't think we need any of the scan set stuff. I don't think we can even use any of it. We have done the scan bin there, done that. We got one of those on there. We got the surface scanning module. Yeah. Not their eyes. They'll probably be okay. They'll probably be fine. Classes got out early because it's the first day of alarm, so you're chilling your room. Well, congratulations. Fun. Happy to have you. How many science experiments can go in this? Let's see. Do you know how many science experiments can go in the experiment return unit? It does not. Doesn't really seem to say. Excuse me. You're gonna head out and find some food? Alright, Fishman. Thanks so much for being here. Enjoy. Go get you some food. Classes closed through Friday? Hold up. Hold up. This gotta be a myth. Ain't no way. Campuses closed, continue virtual ops through Friday. Holy smokes. Good lord. Oh, great. Google and Moogly. Ha! Employees work from home. Hey, Argos, remember how you were making fun of me for living in a place that doesn't get snow? And you're like, through Tuesday? What are you, joking? Through Friday. Snow week. Yes, Conk is correct. Snow week. If you want this to be a multi-purpose rover, you might either make it more compact or have a standardized rocketry system to hold that bitch. I'm leaning towards the standardized rocketry system, because, I mean, how can I make this thing more compact, really? I mean, I suppose I can make it more compact by ditching the landing can. Yeah, I saw Cog live in developed region, so we simply deal with it. Damn. Because this is pretty small, all things considered. Obviously, the lander can as the rover core means that it's a fair bit larger, but anything smaller than this, and you're gonna start running into issues of feasibility of getting everything on it, I think. Yeah. Experiment returning. How many science fucking experiments can it hold? It's like when Puerto Rico gets hurricane, you know, they just have the infrastructure to handle it. I'm not sure that one's true, actually. I think Puerto Rico might just... I don't think they got the... Yeah. The street literally has excavators to lifting snow that flaps is falling off. No joke, there's snow piles 8 feet tall. Oh my god, that's pretty cool. We see snow on the horizon and know that fate approaches. Trail. if I can, this is what I would like to have happen, essentially. Can I select the frickin' docking port, please? God damn it. I love part clipping on accident. When the whiteout hit, you say it was the worst event to happen for that season. For me, it was a Tuesday. True. Did I have this thing upside down? Oh. Hey, look. Listen. Listen. It's fine. There we go. I'm thinking sky crane, you know? I feel like a sky crane to drop this thing off would be pretty based. I don't know how strong a docking port alone is, but I think we could probably strut it up and be okay. We did originally, Argrudge, have the ability to fold the wheels in up to its sides, and that was interesting, but I don't know if it was worth another KSP baby finicky bullshit shenanigan. True. We had a problem for a while with this rover, Argrudge, that our scanning arm, which was on the front of the rover, was obstructing the ability for Kerbals to EVA out of the door on the back, and for some reason putting it on the side fixed it. I still don't know why. It's incredibly strange. The Kraken was mad at me, I think. I suppose, you know, our previous way of dealing with it was putting the wheels on something that could fold, that folded them up. But if we folded them underneath, we could make this even more compact. Oh, we'll do the robotics. What? This game is so bugged. I think it's because the landing can in the rover configuration is a modded part, and ScanSat, the scanning arm, is like Breaking Ground DLC, so I think it had some weird interaction there with the scanner arm being detected. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? Wamp. Wamp. Servo. Probably don't want a servo. Probably you do want a hinge. Hinge, rotate, give it the old 90-degree. Put the target angle like that. There we go. Interesting. I mean, they shouldn't they make a KSP too? I think it'd be super neat. They could integrate colonies or interstellar travel or something. Oh, you're so right, Erdrich. Oh my god, you're so right. You didn't realize that dinner hours were from 3 to 5 today? Oh my god, are they actually? That's very silly. What am I gonna do about that? That's stream time. You didn't actually read the email till now? I mean, I didn't read it that well either. Okay. Technically, same vessel interaction is off. So this is technically, I think, an allowable thing to do. Where is a winter survival ration? Trail. Alright, hold on. No way this works, right? Come on, freaking connect. I know you can. Stop fucking with me. There we go. That works. Alright. And then give me a couple of those. There's no way these wheels don't, like, fuck something up clipping into themselves like this, right? 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 I mean, they seem okay. Let's drop those traverse rates to like 10 degrees and then... Dinner's from 3 to 5. You should probably go grab dinner soon, Dredino. Yeah, I should. I cannot believe that works. That's fucked up. That shouldn't work. That's ridiculous. What the hell? Well, there's more compactness for you, Argresh. Cursed as it is, it's compact. Can I re-put it in? That's what I want to know. It's nothing because lunch was 12 to 2. Yeah, lunch was 12 to 2. Like, I also ate 3 meals at lunch, so I'm not really hungry right now. I'll probably go at like 4. And this is when I'll go grab some dinner. Well, I've reinvented the concept of landing gear, I guess. There we go, a little bit more compact. Yes, indeed. Cool. I don't know how we justify this fitting into the lore of how... There's so much part clipping on this goddamn rover. But not that much part clipping. It's a low enough of amount that I'm okay with it, I think. Cool, cool. That's a compact rover, baby. How are we gonna attach anything to the bottom, though? That's what I need to know. Just pop these off, and I will say there is one real nice benefit of mounting the wheels like this, which is that they literally cannot be misaligned, like height-wise. They have to be in the right place. I mean, I've seen worse. Nice and compact. You like to think the Kerbals just have 2 giant fucking space labs separated during the convict. It looks like it fell through the roof. Yeah. Science is just... And of course, to mount it the way that I did, the entire thing is actually connected with a giant bicoupler the size of the landing can. So, in reality, the inside of this is like 4 centimeters of living space, a cockpit seat, and like a rear seat at the back for whoever's back there. To EVA from, and that's it. This is like a hellish craft to be forced to exist within, I think. But it's pretty funny. So, you know, it's all good. Alright, bring this nice and down so it can be nice and easy. I mean, all things considered, this is a reasonable craft. It's maybe the most reasonable rover I've ever made. Do I want to give it a drill? Yeah. It doesn't actually use fuel, it's all electric charge. And we can probably throw a thermoelectric drive. Looks like a mod, there's front lights and compact wheels. It does have a bit of a moth vibe to it. I do see what you mean. Should I give it more flag? One absolutely ginormous. It's sleeping. Alright, let's give this a, call it the Moth. It's not a terrible name. Now that we are potentially out of the prototyping stage. Alright, step 1. The hypothetical unfold the wheels. I'm gonna need to actually set that traverse rate manually, but that's fine. And then we do this one. And it's got pretty decent clearance, all things considered. And then once it's finished, you lock it. I say you lock it. Can you get an action group to automate this? Yes, I probably will do that when it's done. Status at 0 experiments. Well, how many experiments can it store? And it explodes. Nope. It's got pretty decent suspension, actually. Is it stuck? Uh-oh, did I forget to lock the back ones? No, they're fine. Okay, seems fine. Oh, I forgot. Turn reaction wheels to SAS only. Brakes. Cool. What do we think? Is the squad monolith checkoutable? Bill can go EVA. That's good. Look at the science. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, gravity scan. Sensor seems to think it's being calibrated. Cool. Away. Drive, fools, drive! This is upsettingly stable. Quick, turn the lights on. That's how we do an electric charge? Pretty well. Even with the lights on. Pretty good. Hey, it's a pretty functional rover. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Who'd have thunk it? Me, able to make something decent. Maybe I should stick to making cars. Apparently I'm, you know, better at doing that. We also have empty space now on the sides where we could splop in some experiment storage modules just in case. Because I truly have no idea how many this experiment return unit can hold. Plus, one of the nice things about our device here is that it comes preloaded with all the stuff you need to set up a real base. It's almost adorably functional. I'm shocked. Put it through a Stratos. What's the max speed on turn it can hit before flipping? How hard of a turn, etc. Hard turns it doesn't love. And it can go pretty fast. I mean, we're up to 21 meters per second, and I think we're getting towards the top ground speed it can hit. And if it ever gets low on its... Comes with base material. Oh, you thought of everything. Yeah, there's a reason that most of last stream was us designing the base of this rover. Once I found out that there was a variant of the lander can that was built to be a rover base. Because I've always had the hard time with building a rover. Oh, look at that. Hit the action road for the brakes and it just comes to a stop. Gorgeous. Hardest part I've always had with building a rover is finding a way to fit everything on in a conveniently sized thing. And this lander can version works perfect. Hello, squad monolith. Can I scan you? No target in range. Dang. That's a shame. That's a real shame. You missed last stream, you haven't checked the VODs, you missed critical lore. Yeah. This has been in development for a little while. But it's nice too, because it does have full SAS controls in this, because it's got reaction wheels. It's got experiments, it's got repair kits. Obviously, they have their standard equipment for being on stuff. And if you're at the point when, I love this rover, please call them on, please. If you're at the point where you need more power, it's got built-in retractable solar panels. So you can just, you know, be like, oh, We need some power. I'll put on the brakes, stop in the sun, get a nice charge. It's gorgeous. Unironically, I'm quite proud of this rover. It really works. I still don't know what this surface scanner module does. But there is this one. Scan sensor. Start scan BTDD. Scan FOV 1.0. Scan power 1.0 OEC. Okay. Hypothetically, this does something. I don't know what. I don't actually know how this one works. How this little thing works. Maybe I open ScanSat. Go Kerbin. We have a lander on Kerbin? What is this? What is that pointing at? Or is that us? I think that might be us, actually. Yeah, because that's the first return landing. That's the KSC, isn't it? Okay. Cool. Scan instruments identified 1.4 14 structures monolith. Okay. Hi. Any idea how this thing works? Okay, now we're looking at it. Huh. What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa! You scroll through it, okay. Tracking station, spaceplane, hangar, runway, research development, mission control, launch pad flagpole, and the monolith. It's a little glitchy, it looks like, but weird. ScanSat plus volumetric clouds would be cool if they work. I imagine creating meteorological satellites to detect weather, check and see if you can launch on a certain day. That would be very cool. Oh dear lord. Close. Go away. I don't know what this does. Hello, map. That's the island runway over there. That's us. I guess we're the lander. Interesting. Okay, cool. Cool. I love ScanSat. It does give you some really fun tools to play with. Big map. Zoom map. Planetary overlay. Oh, look at that. Instruments readout. Okay, so this is our instruments. And I guess this is the device that we have. So if I come over here and I turn this thing off. Yes, okay, so that is how this thing works. Interesting. Okay, cool. I want to see if I absolutely gun it with this thing. Can I think something to do with one of our visual mods is making this thing bug out a little bit. What is the fastest I can go with our solar panels out? That's what I want to know. Pretty dang fast, it looks like. Okay, cool. Nice. Well, that's sick. Whoa! Well, this is our space center at home. Wait. Brakes. Hold up, there was so much science back there for a second. I don't know why it was so different, but it was there. So that's fine. Swing. What changed? How far did we drift before the situation became something different? I have no idea. That was very strange. I am going straight back, so we should end up back wherever that difference was, but... Huh? I have no idea. That's so weird. We had access to every single experiment, and then suddenly they are no longer present. Super weird. Oh, it does not like breaking backwards. It literally spins out. That's fair. I should be nice to the rover. It's trying its best. Interesting. Okay, cool. I think we kind of know what we need to do with this. If we go 60 miles per hour and go hard right, it flips. And explodes violently. So don't take hard turns at high speed. I wouldn't have tried that anyways, but good to confirm. Good to confirm. Back to the hangar. Oh my god, it's already 3:30. So, now that we have our new and improved greatest rover of all time, sure, we can dump that. That's fine. I'm gonna come over here to my hinge, put this traverse rate down to 10. I find if you put the traverse rate too high, these things will have a tendency to kind of rip themselves apart. 12 is fine. Who cares? KSP is such a time killer. It's insane. No, it literally is. I wish I could just type it, you know? Yeah, I got it 10 though. Cool. There's no angle limiter because we do need to actually do the full thing, so that's cool. I am gonna have them start locked. Gray with stripes or just gray? Let's disguise them. Let's make them fit in with the wheels. Just gray. Actually, no. I don't want that. I need to be able to see these so I can interact with them. So, actions. Let's make some action groups. Custom 1. So, Custom 1 activates when I hit numerical key 1. Let's select the hinge. And we're gonna go ahead and... I don't want to set maximum or minimal angle. Enable same vessel, disable same vessel. Set maximum angle, set minimum. Toggle hinge. Toggle locked. Engage server lock, disengage server lock, toggle move, engage mode, drive, disengage mode, reset to build angle. I mean, I guess reset to build angle is the one that I need, but I also need to put this in a rocket where it's engaged. I think I remember finding this out, is that the hinges are weird in that you can't seem to tie them to an action group to activate them, or something. There we go. Auto shift state. Yeah, I don't want it to auto shift state, unfortunately. That's not going to change anything. Let's go here. Put this on custom 10. And we will extend photo panels. So if I hit 0, the solar panels at the very least will go out. So there's that. So hypothetically, I can set the maximum angle what's that gonna do? Setting the maximum angle. I think maybe we just have to deal with there's not being an action group for them. Which is insane. You'd think that the robotics stuff would get action groups. There's action sets. Group action set 1 override default. You can toggle the hinge, but what does toggling the hinge do? Because I needed to change the angle it's sitting at. I could toggle the lock as an action, but if I have to manually adjust them anyways, it seems pointless. I'm thinking we might have to just take the L on that one. No action groups. Alright. Bob, you're a scientist. Bill, you're an engineer. You two are going to be gay together on this group. Whoops. So that they can set up ground stations correctly, of course. I mean, I guess let's Google it. KSP, can you move hinges with an action group? In fact, you got bacon, egg, and cheese, the sandwich, and watermelon, Arizona. Tastes good. Try binding the hinge targeting angle when the translation controls. I don't know why this worked, but it does. Thank you, fellow Kermit. No idea how you got target angle into one of the action groups. Target angle is meant for the axis groups, the custom action groups to select a specific angle. Why don't we just extend out to the max angle? You should use toggle hinge with one of the action groups. Oh, so toggle hinge apparently does it. Sarah still has 90 cent put on the corner stills, but Arizona still says that the cans are 99 cents, but your local store is selling them for $1.50. That's a shame. Is it tax related or? Even say by the owner that they won't change that? Yeah, that's true. Alright, we toggle the hinges and then toggle them to be locked. Okay. Let's give that a test. It's sugar taxes and all drinks in your state. Wow, really? Huh. What state are you in? Sugar tax? What is this, the 1850s? Gravity scan. I keep reverting flight, that's why. Well, one of these days I'll actually keep. Did I forget to put a docking point on that? Oh well, it's fine. Solar panels. Zoom. Out they go. Easy peasy. Cool. It's a way to help stop consumption of all these sugary drinks. Fair enough, I suppose. Okay, that's interesting. My action group extends, but it doesn't retract. Ha! 2 toggles lock. 1 cannot toggle robotic part. Robotic part is lock. Oh, I think I have them done. Well, looks like they work. And then once they're there, 2. Cannot lock robotic part. Part is moving. And they're locked. Okay, cool. Hypothetically, that works. Revert back to the hangar. And actions. 10. Instead of extend the solar panels, I think we want toggle solar panels. And then here, toggle hinge, toggle locked. So we want them to start locked, though. There we go. An averaging maybe 5 cans a week, give or take, maybe more. Honestly, there's worse things for that. Arizona tea is one of the least sugary sugar beverages out there. I personally, I drink more than 5 cans of soda a week, so you're in good company. It's probably the top order you buy in the corner store. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so let's give it the 2 and then 1. Look at that. If we hit 0, solar panels go out. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. Might be able to get away with putting these up to like 20. And then we hit 2. Can't hot lock robotic part servo moving. Oh. They're locked. Are both of them locked? Yes. Cool. And then we can hit this. Retract our solar panels. And anchors away. Okay, sweet. Just go ahead and recover the vessel. Wunderbar. Great work, everybody. I'm very proud. Alright, well, the time has come for us to give this thing a name, don't we think? What shall we name it? Argrish, I know you have a proposition for us in terms of that. Toggle hinge, toggle locked. Is there any other custom groups we need? We've got light, we've got SAS, we've got gear. We don't have any landing gear. We don't have stages. So yeah, that's fine. Pop off that structural fuselage. Go to coupling. Give the old Clampo Jr. Look at that. That's almost competent. In terms of structure, though, do we think we might want to put... some struts on this thing? They don't weigh much, you know? And it might be nice just to make sure this whole thing stays together. Like, during a rocket flight, I'm more concerned, you know? How much do these things weigh? 0.05 tons. Is the extra weight worth it? Nah. You know what? What if I auto strut to heaviest part? That seems fair. That should be fine. Everything else should stay together from there. Cool. Okay. What do we name this thing? Argosh, I know you want it to be a moth. But I can't just call it the moth, can we? How about we name it... moth something. But I'm gonna add note. No atmo. Let's save that. And then we're gonna also do the moth atmo. And we're gonna go to the cargo here. We're gonna change out the ionographer because this one works in no atmosphere only, and get the weather monitoring station. Yes, the weather analyzer requires an atmosphere. There we go. And I think that's the only thing we need to change between the two of them. Cool. Cool. So, now we need to figure out how the hell we're gonna get this thing into space. How much does this thing weigh? 3.4 tons? You know, for a thing that is as complex, multifunctional, and well, I don't know. I was about to say well put together, but like, as useful as this is, I think that it perhaps is a, what's it called? Excuse me. I think 3.4 tons is a not unreasonable amount for it to weigh. That is what I'm trying to say. Alright. Between the experiment return unit and 2 experiment storage units, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the hell that is connecting to. Can't wait to watch the Groundhog Day event in your state. Really? Are you from Pennsylvania? Oh, yes, you did say that. There you go. That's cool. Is Groundhog Day, like, genuinely a big deal in Pennsylvania? I always kind of assumed it was, not that important to y'all, but maybe I'm crazy. Perhaps I simply don't know my, Pennsylvania lore. Alright, that is maybe a little too deep inset. I should stop having snap. There we go. I don't know how many experiments I might want, but, so there are going to be 6 more weeks of winter or early spring when the groundhog field pops out for an answer? Absolutely. Absolutely. So this gives us a mass of 3.5 tons. Like, right on the nose. That's so reasonable. That's so funny. So then we put the target back like that. Lock it. Let's save. And then we're gonna go no atmo. You go to the cargo. Take the weather analyzer out and put in the ionographer. And then, yep. Alright, now it has experiment storage. Extra. So this thing is going to be able to get a lot of data, and whatever we use to bring it down to the ground, so long as that has the ability to hold the same number of experiments by the end, then we'll have no issues. So I'd say 3 experiments to issues I cover it. Excuse me. Okie dokie. Let's start with the no Atmo version. Let's head over to the VAB. Because we need to figure out how the hell we're getting this thing on a rocket. It's a tough question. Let's start by mushing it way up. And you know, I truly have no idea what's the best way forward. What we're gonna head and enable staging on that. Connect those. And so those are docked. And now we gotta figure out what we do with this. What about the tri-coupler? What's the tri-coupler way? Tons, not too heavy, not too heavy. It's a shame it doesn't have any fuel in it. I don't think we have any tanks that are worthwhile to use for this purpose. They're triple adapters, that is. Way too big. Way too big. Still too much. I see. This is a terrible plan, but get the FLT 400s. Pull them out like this. And sweep. Nice big hunk of fuel. And then give him the FLT 400s. Squeeze them like that. Yeah, all right. Now we're making some truly freaky shit. Oh no. Oh, they should not let me design rockets. Oh. Oh yeah. Now that's a machine. Oh boy. I don't even know how to make the game let me put these things on. Oh, there we go. We're gonna want these like straight up and down, I think. Oh, it's so stupid. This should not work. There's no way this works. Hi, Pictus. Welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. How are you doing? You having a good day? Taking care? I certainly hope you are. I've been having a good one myself. What kind of engines do we think we need to go on this thing? Good old Kodiak. Deficient? Oh no, that's a shame. What makes it deficient, would you say? So that has 3,500 meters per second of delta V at a 2-to-1 threats to weight ratio. Wow. This is the dumbest thing you've ever seen. Now, it's the dumbest thing you've seen so far. Get it right. What do these Terrier engines look like? 4,000 meters per second delta V technically, but terrible thrust to weight. 3,000 meters per second, 1.7 delta V. I don't know if it's salt or water, but it's cold. Otherwise, things are good. That's fair. That's fair. How's the space bullshittery? Well, we've made the Moth, which is an incredibly solid little rover of ours, and now I need to figure out a way to safely land it on planets. And the reason I'm designing something as ass backwards as this is because it has landing gear, and so it goes like this. As you can see, it needs a fair bit of clearance on the outside of itself in order to safely unfurl. The Moth! Yes, it's the Moth! Look at it! It's just a little guy. It unfolds its wings, which are wheels. You better not break the Moth. I won't. I would never dream of it. Actually, indeed. Moth. I'll call this the Butterfly. Mark 1. I mean, let's just see. Does this thing fly on Kerbin? If this thing flies on Kerbin, this is a great lander. This is a reasonable lander. Hypothetically, if it actually has 3,000 meters per second of delta V, it could get to low Kerbin orbit. Fire! Why is it working? I dare you call a moth a butterfly? No. You see, the rover is the moth. The lander, this, which is technically called a sky crane, the sky crane is the butterfly. That's the idea here. This has absolutely no right to be dysfunctional. It shouldn't work. It's not aerodynamic. There's no way it breaks atmosphere. Victus, you're about to be so disappointed in what I'm about to do. No staging. Single stage to orbit. Sky crane. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, it's destabilized. It's a little destabilized. Oh, the wobble. The wobble. Oh, but we're restabilizing. We're restabilizing. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It shouldn't work. It shouldn't work. Interesting rocket. What would you call it? Well, I'm calling it a butterfly. Its entire purpose would be orbital descent, though. So the fact that it is as functional as it is in atmosphere is insane. It shouldn't be capable of this, frankly. All hail the sky crane. Stupidly good in here, Jesus. No fucking way it's working. Oh god. You guys think Jeb and Bill are having a bit of a time in there? You think this might be feeling a little ill? Oh my god, that should not be functional. Why is it not functional? You're a rocket scientist, you rotate banana faster, banana. I need to go work for NASA? I don't think NASA would take me after this. I'll be honest. I mean, not for nothing, this is essentially how... Damn, it's taking that cock. They're throwing him inside. They're certainly doing something inside. Train absolutely needs to put this on his resume. True. I admit, I'm interested. Let me check something. Because the triple, the three-way is a little unstable, all things considered. It might be nice. Is there a coupler that's like a quad coupler? I don't know what research should be under. It may be advanced metalworks. Oh, there is a quad coupler. Ooh, what could be more else than the tri-coupler? Why quad coupler, of course. Just remember, this is not a decoupler. It does not separate stages. Yes, exactly. Okay. I think using a quad coupler might be better than the tri-coupler, admittedly. But we don't have enough science for it. There's no way to be so stable as it is. You were so close to space. Also, unironically, this thing might be able to get to space. Like, it needs a couple of tweaks, but it's upsettingly close to being able to get to space. I have an idea regarding its feasibility as a space rocket. No, what are you knowing about? What are we knowing about? I'm gonna make it better. What in the Transformer? No, guys, I promise, this is worth it. You just need to trust me. Oh my god, this might actually work. Yeah, you guys just need to trust me. I promise, you just need to trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'm telling y'all, you just gotta trust me. I am the rocket scientist here. I know exactly what I am doing. Put this 1 degree out further. Step a little over, and then recenter. Okay, okay. Just like that. Easy peasy. We don't trust you. Is this Minecraft music or am I tripping off live salt? I can see where you're getting Minecraft music from. It's not Minecraft music for sure, but it is close enough that I couldn't begin to blame you for feeling that way. And rotate this down. Actually, put this on snap so that. Actually, take it off snap. Take that. FT400. Stick them on. Do this. Now toggle snap. Tink, 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 tink. There we go. Straight up and down. Is that straight up and down? Guess it is. Hide the gap. That does not look straight up and down. That's straight up and down. Yeah, all right, that's a much tighter sky crane. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Nice. Nice. From here, engines. We give it the old this thing, swivel. We were using swivels before. Swivels are reasonable engines, methinks. There we go. And from there, we can also go around 1 meter long landing struts, perhaps. And use the absolute position to put those down until they are just barely touching. Nice. And then, what's the cheapest wing? The basic fin? Give him the wing pulls it too far down. It's not so... Alright, basic fins then. And we'll put it just below the center of mass. I mean, it's centered on the rover, the aerodynamics are, which is not terrible, actually. Okay. What kind of delta V is this thing getting now? It has less, which makes sense, because I removed some fuel from it. But, hypothetically, that is something I would like to do. This should not fly, and I hate that it's going to. Drayden, how well funded is your fuck-ass space program? Infinite money, hypothetically. We have to do all of the science ourselves. So we're in game terms, there's three modes in Kerbal Space Program: Sandbox, Science, and Career. Sandbox is you have all parts from the beginning and you just need to fly around. It's the creative mode. Science mode, which is the mode you're playing, you have unlimited funds and you don't need to worry about reputation or anything, but you need to find all of the science and discover it yourself to unlock parts, so there is a progression. It's just more limited. Career mode, you have to worry about money, you have to worry about science, and you have to worry about your reputation, because certain things will make your reputation go down, like exploding rockets, and other things will make it go up, like successful moon landings, etc., etc. That one's hard. Also, people don't like it because it's a little grindy, which understandable. We'll probably do career mode at some point, though. Anyways, structural. Watch this. Modular segments. These hypothetical shareholders are insane. Well, obviously, they put me in charge. What do you think was going to happen? Alright, put this to the side. And I'm going to come in here. And... hypothetically, coupling engine plate. If we use an engine plate, actually. Ooh, now we're cooking with gas. Take off the tri-coupler, right? We'll give it something to latch onto, I think. Nah, who am I kidding? We don't need it. It's Kerbal Space Program. EP25 engine plate. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Now, come on. Attach, damn you. I know you want to. Four-way symmetry. Don't put it in the middle. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, baby. Oh. Do that. Very nice. Okay, look at this. And then... turn off snap. And Does that look straight up and down to everybody? Looks pretty straight up and down to me. Oh my god. This should not work. Oh, this is so stupid. Engine plate. We're gonna just go ahead and disable staging on that just because I don't want to deal with it. And then that one's too big. That one though. Huh. That's interesting. Why is it doing that? Fuel flows up out of this into there. Engine plate. Can I disable crossfeed? Weird that I'm not getting a proper delta V reading from these anymore. Why on earth? What the hell is this? I don't know what this cluster of fuel is in there. That shouldn't exist. Well, from this, I'm gonna just go ahead and disable crossfeed. It still has all the fuel flowing in and back around like this. Why? I mean, hypothetically, hypothetically put on that and that. Does this thing fly right now? That's the question. Is the fuel delivery fucked up so much that it can't fly due to the engine plate? Or will this work just fine? Finally has a nose. This looks more like a thing that might work. Okay. And its thrust to rate reading was incredibly bad, and it's very unstable now. Okay, cool, good to know. That's pretty much what I expected to happen, though. This is very heavy, and these are not very powerful now in comparison. Oh, rip. No. Don't oh rip. This is pretty much what we expected to happen. That's still large. Okay. That one's actually too small. Wow. Put that one on Mark 1 command pod. 'Cause so the intent would always be to put this thing back in command, in connection with a mothership, you know? And I suppose, actually, it should probably just be a Mark II command pod. Because the Mark II... 3.7 thousand delta V, thruster weight ratio of 1.64. Okay. Let's try it. So the goal with this would be that whatever planet we take this to, we land with this whole contraption, but we leave behind this at the end anyways, and we take back off with this. So let's give it a shot. It go up! It do in fact go up! 'It's going to space. Honestly, I am going to try and see if I can get this thing into orbit. Because if I can get it into orbit in this state, building a real rocket underneath it will be pretty easy. Encountering this minor turbulence. Maybe put a weapons system on it or a defense project. Now, we come in peace. We're officially in orbit. We will almost certainly manage to get out of the atmosphere. I don't think we're going to get full orbit, but it's upsettingly close. And if this thing can make near orbit on Kerbin, it can do that on a lot of other planetary bodies. I don't actually think there's anything you can land on in the Kerbal system other than Eve. Eve is more massive than Kerbin and has an atmosphere, so this thing wouldn't work on Eve. But Eve is a unique challenge all the time. This is great. The RV strapped to the bottom of a rocket being this functional is genuinely hilarious, yes. Okay. And we are in space. And the space music begins in turn. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright. You're getting pretty close to apoapsis, so with our tiny remnant bit of delta V, how far can we get towards orbit? Hello, Outlook notification that was extremely loud. And fire engines. And we are out of fuel. So this thing cannot get to Kerbin orbit. Maybe if we had a better launch, it could get there. But it getting this far is upsettingly good already. We might even be able to squeeze more fuel onto this, actually. Let's see. Let's revert back to the VAB and take a look at what we can do with this thing, because this is pretty funny. I need more fuel for less weight. That would be the goal, because I need to have enough delta V to get both. This is both lander and reorbiter, you know? So having a bit more delta V would be quite nice. I'm thinking maybe just another one of these. It's not gonna meaningfully change a lot of these, you know, questions about aerodynamics or anything, so that's good. We can probably make it a bit more stable in atmosphere by putting this like so. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to close this. I'll read that later. Cool. So that gives us more fuel. It actually it decreases our delta V because it makes our thrust to weight worse. Okay. So just adding more fuel to the lander is not going to do it for us. Whoa. Wait, that's 3,700. Whereas 4,039. Oh, okay. Adding more fuel does work. 1.3 is a little much, and it only gets us up to 4,100 delta V. So it doesn't add that much at that point. Hypothetically, hypothetically, there is another thing we can do, actually. Not the Twitch. The Spider. Whew, that is a terrible thrust away ratio. It's gonna be none. Let's try giving it. We know 2 thuds is actually pretty decent. So if we take these thuds, right? Drop them in like that. This gets 2200 delta V, and it has a thrust weight of 1.45. If I kick this up to 3 thuds, that's a 2 thrust weight, and it actually increases the delta V a little bit. Straight up and down, otherwise they're wasting thrust efficiency. Alright. Now, as much as I love this goofy little design, I've had what's called a premonition. Ooh, look at those bare bones ones. Those are cool looking. So, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go to the coupling. I'm gonna put 4 radial decouplers. Yeah. Take 4 radial decouplers like so. Put them up here. And then we're going to take fuel tanks, and we're going to take those nice big FLT 800s, scoot them down like so. Those FLT 400s. Let's go with the if we take these 100 tanks, right? And we stick the hemispherical on them, and we take the radial decouplers and we turn them like that. Okay. That's looking pretty promising. What the hell is the crew hatch? Is this the crew hatch? It's a weird looking crew hatch. I'll have to check where the crew hatch is, I think, with the EVA. And then we take these, put them like so. T400s. Give him the old spinaroo. These are more difficult to spin now. Couple of degrees like that. Couple of degrees like that. There. Almost straight up and down. Squeeze them into each other a little. I just go for another 800 tank? Squeeze them in like that. Yeah, one like that. Nearly there. Womp, 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 womp. Squeeze up a little bit more. I think they're too big. Yeah. That's a shame. I wonder also. Take these. Give them a little rotation. Stick them on like that. If I take these 400s and I go for the rotate. Yeah. Now they're on axis. At least closer to it. Oh god. Oh god. Why is it so sensitive? There we go. Let's squeeze them in best we can. Not so aggressive that they're coming out, of course. Am I insane? Why are these like slightly off center? I see. There we go. There we go. That'll work. Now we take the 400 tanks, add them on, give them the old rotatum, squeeze them up, and in, turn off snap, squeeze them like so. And then we put on the 200. Give this a soft rotation to be a straight up and down. Merge them. There we go, that looks better. Okay, okay, cool. And then we take our engines, and we were using swivels, and I think we stay with swivels. They're just solid, they're good. So this will let us de-stage them when they're not when they have the fuel left. So these go off, these de-stage, then those go on, and yeah, that's fine. Obviously we need to go ground, get some landing struts. Center them up. Give them just a touch down. Not that much down. Just about to, I don't know, there. Very orange and black striped now, but it fits, I think, for our sky crane. And then we're gonna want to go into structural, and we are not gonna get away without strutting this thing. So I'm thinking from the interior edge of one of these outwards. So like say like that. Seems reasonable enough. Butterfly Mark 1. It's got better Delta V, I think, overall. I hope it does. Let's see if this thing can get to orbit. Oh wait, aerodynamics. Let's give it some fins. It's an odd sort of thing. But maybe it'll be good. Alright, launch it. If this can get to orbit, it's gonna be so fucking funny. Oh my god, it's 5:45. I need to leave like immediately. I'm gonna eat, aren't I? Shiza. Okay. We will deal with that in a minute. If we do, I'll probably come back and keep streaming. We'll see though. SAS on, throttle up, and hopefully this doesn't explode on the launch pad for the base. Let's track successfully. Very nice. I admit our thrust to weight ratio is not spectacular, at least not on carbon. Again, that won't be much of a problem with other stellar bodies. Has no fins on this ascent stage worries me, though. I think in the long run we should probably take the fins off anyways. The fins aren't gonna do much good because the fins only work in an atmosphere, and most planets don't have an atmosphere. I guess a fair number of them have atmospheres. They're just really thin. Strong deflection northwards, which is interesting. A sloppy gravity turn there. Ooh. That was a messy D stage. Oh, jeez. There is something to be said that is an ascent stage, and the rover will not be present when it flies. Yeah, that caused some issues, didn't it? Okay. We're just gonna have you guys pretend that you're on ascent. We're gonna try this again. You blew up in space? Less than we blew up in space and more we blew up on our way to space. there's a slight issue with the can, as it were. The rover was in the way, which makes sense. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna undock this. Doink. All right, Moth, have fun. We're gonna try and get to space with this thing, just to see. The mob didn't get to lose release. You know, that's really very true, Pictus. Even if we launch this thing with it directly underneath it, the rover's gonna be pretty much just fine, which is really interesting. It has a much healthier thrust to weight without the rover attached too, so that's nice. Oh yeah, that's a much healthier ascent stage. Still not incredible, but is this thing made of? It's butt of a valve. It's what, the moth or the rocket? Oh wow, it's also like way more stable in flight without the rover on it, which totally makes sense. But also that's gonna help keep it pointed straight down on future landing experiences. The moth, the strongest material the Kerbal engineers could find on hand at any given time. And I think that's mostly a composite material produced of duct tape, sheet metal, and at least 4 rivets. Don't blowing up. Okay. Oh man, those are oversized reaction wheels. Oh. I'm actually gonna turn that off, throw us on the pro grade. This is totally gonna work. This is an upsettingly functional sky crane ascent stage dual rocket right here. This thing's fucking cracked out. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? It shouldn't be this functional. And just time warp up towards Apoapsis. I mean, this ship is also not designed to survive atmospheric re-entry, to be fair. This thing will explode if you tried. Duct tape, sheet metal rivets, the strongest thing Kerbal kind has to offer. Exactly, you get it. Alright, we are nearly at Apoapsis, and... launch. Let them go, these little engines. They're doing their best. I cannot get over that this stupid fucking thing, the sky crane alone for this ship just got to orbit. I cannot stress this enough. This thing has enough delta V to get into low Kerbin orbit with 1,300 meters per second to spare. That's almost enough to go to the moon. What the fuck? Hello, thunderstorms. I see you down there. What is this thing? Why is it like this? This is such an efficient little rocket I've thrown together. What the hell? Well, congratulations, everybody. You've just seen maybe the single most successful machine I've ever made in this game. That is a landing crane that is able to get to low curve in orbit. That is enough Delta V to do a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm not sure if I would want... Yeah, this would probably be the whole descent stage, if we're being honest. And we should also, I think, acknowledge the fact that the winglets are gonna be mostly useless. And, yeah. Oh goodness. Huh. Goodness gracious. So much happening. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out how badly I messed up Lamau. I can't find it. Uh-oh. 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 Whoops. Well, I messed up. There's no time for us to go get dinner anymore. 1 second, everybody. Alright, I'm back, everybody. Welcome back. So, I have determined that I will not be getting to eat tonight in the way that I thought, but there is other options, so I will survive. I will persevere, and it will be A-okay. Yeah, yeppers. Let's try and figure out how to get the rest of this rocket into orbit. That's next, I think. We'll give this thing a test drive on the moon and all that, and we'll see how it goes, etc., etc., etc. Oh, there is one thing to keep in mind, however, that I'm thinking about that. Get that shape in space. Oh, this thing's been to orbit. It can, in fact, space, cock. It can space. I'm gonna put that there. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna put some ladders on it. Hate having to put ladders on things, but if you don't put ladders on, problems start happening, and you don't want that. And so, because of that, the thing, what frickin' Greek symbol is that? What on earth am I looking at here? That actually is not all the way to the ground. Yikes. And that is the longer of the two extendable ladders. So we're gonna want the mobility enhancer, the bay mobility enhancer. Hate having to deal with snap. I don't like that it intersects the engine, I'll be honest. Oh, we can put it over here, actually. Spin this around. Command module there. Must prepare to make ramen. Adios. Take care. Thank you so much for being here, Pectus. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye. Alright, so we're gonna give this a nice mobility enhancer. It needs a second one. And then we take the extendo arm one. Swamp. Now, this does come with the slight issue that it doesn't reach the ground. That's maybe, I think that's a Kerbal tall. Though hypothetically, uh-oh. That was almost very bad. Okay. Tap the top rung of that ladder to like there. It does technically float right now, but let me just give it like we'll just pretend it doesn't. Swamp. We'll just pretend we've got some struts or something there. That brings it down. I mean, on like most planets, it's probably low enough that it will. In turn, I need monopropellant because I'm gonna put RCS on this. Cylindrified, minified, roundified. So roundified, that's the minified, that's the cylindrified. So these are the monopropellant tanks. It's 50, 7.5, and 20 each. I mean, thrust to fuel ratio for these is easy. It's only the one number to calculate. So let's see. 50 divided by 0.23, 217. 20 divided by 0.1, 200. And then minified 7.5 divided by 0.04. Okay. By weight, it looks like the most efficient is the big cylindrified one, which makes sense. So we'll take, I don't know, take one of these, give the old four-way symmetry, slot it in like so. Haha, yes. Slight issue with that, I see. In that case, to avoid conflicts, squeeze in, put it on top of the leg. There. So that's going to reduce the delta V total again. But now we have a ton of monopropellant. We got 240 to work with. And we can go RCS thrusters. It's command and control. Why do you want the angled version? I can't tell what the difference is. Variable. Small thrust must have variety variants that other difference in horn configuration, so it is an angled version too. I mean, I don't know. Give me the standard RCS block. Put one set of them like here. And put a set of them. I don't know. Like that. It's a bit more complex parts-wise. Actually, might as well just put these on those, because those are pretty much centered on this thing's mass, and it'll be more effective at giving rotation from out there. Yeah. RCS controls. Finally added it to one of my ships. Isn't that... Look at that. Progress. It's progress. Cool. The Butterfly Mark 1 is ready to fly, I think. So... Coupler. Slot a TD12 the coupler on here, and this gives access to the rest of the ship. Okay. That's big. Land a can. Up. 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 Just because I'm sure I'll want lots of room to work with. And I'm thinking in between here, we'll put in the fairing. Oh, I see. Literally can't get wide enough with this one. Right then. Oh, that's also the biggest fairing I have. That's problematic. I know there are bigger fairings. Okay, well, and it's not an insubstantial problem, actually. If we take this, where and what is the really big fairing? Is that under composites? Yep, there's the 3.75 meter giant protective shell. Don't speak so loud, I'm taking a test right now. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to startle you, Goob. How you doing? Welcome in. Pleasure to have you here with the party. Are you enjoying your day? Taking care of yourself, etc., etc.? Damn. I do. I need the 3.75 meter protective shell. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I don't have 300 science, so I'm gonna need 300 science. To acquire 300 science, I'm gonna need to do some shenanigans, I think. Yeah. Send a probe to the sun to collect data? Perhaps. Or we could try a very bad idea first. A very bad idea. Boop. I see absolutely no flaws with this plan. Look, it held itself together on its way to orbit once. I'm sure it can do it again. Held itself together, the bar in hell. Hey, my bars are beautiful and perfect, and no one has ever found any fault with them, ever. Don't be silly. Use auto strut, please? No. Auto strut kind of feels cheating, you know? Like, if I can throw on a couple of real struts to make it happen, I feel like I should have to do that rather than auto strutting. Do I even have an engine that fits this? Wasn't that something we were like dealing with? Just that you don't actually have an engine that fits with this thing. I think we did an engine plate. the biggest engine plate we have is a 25, huh? Now, you know what? Rip all those off. Fuel tanks. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Oh boy, this is no butterfly. It is elegant, it is beautiful, and it has done no wrong. You are crazy if you think this is not a beautiful and perfect butterfly. Oh yeah. That right there. That's a rocket. In terms of efficiency, six per second, 18 per second. Let's try a poodle as a top stage. Like, you know, it says it should be a mid stage. We can try that. The tube fly. Look, the actual rocket required to get it up is... don't worry about it. The sky crane is the butterfly. The rocket itself is... who cares? You know, it exists. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to 5. Tall. Alright, and we're gonna go... right on that one. Give the radial decoupler. Bump it up to 6. No, I want 5. That's right. 1. Pretty close. This might be more than I want, though, so... things spaced right. It's so difficult. I mean, I suppose. There we go. Those are spread out correctly. Finally. Domer, ding, domer. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Why are you referencing that? That is an incredibly strange and a niche thing to be choosing to reference in this moment. I hate to say it. I simply have no idea what you mean with it. Are you searching up what Domer means? Yeah, I googled it. What do you want from me? I'm not terminally online. Also, I need to know if you're saying shit in my chat that I need to ban you for. Yeah, we'll use these medium-sized tanks. That's fine. Womp womp. Womp womp indeed, my friend. Womp womp indeed. Chen Alpha in this chat? Yeah, know your place, trash. Whoa, no swear words. Hey, it's my stream. I'll swear if I fucking want to. Yeah, that's what I thought. Are you supposed to be taking a test? What happened to that goob? Hey, there we go. Those look reasonably attached. I see absolutely no ways this goes wrong. Come on, snap point. Work with me, snap point. There we go. God, you wouldn't understand. I'm a Reddit mod for 30 years. Oh god, I am a strategically unemployed man at the ripe age of 34. Wow, no wonder you were able to do that jewel mission so quick. Have you ever considered getting a life? I say the least have a life person on the planet. Come on, give me my advanced nose cones. Dun 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 I'm not the one playing KSP. Hey, I'm allowed to be unemployed. I'm a student, you know. Oh, yes, fix those directions. Nah, I don't think we do. I think it's fine. Certainly, there are no issues whatsoever with this rocket and its design. I've never seen a rocket be more sustainably built or well thought out. Come on, you want to snap for me here, buddy? Please, no. Fine, whatever. Nah, you are not a student. You are not in college. Get a load of the non-knower in chat. Cock, can you imagine not being a knower? God, that would be horrible. I couldn't possibly. This looks like you can carry your obese rat to the sun. Maybe to orbit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing more rocket at the rocket till it rockets, if you know what I'm saying. It feels like it would work better that way. It's maybe not the stupidest rocket I've ever made, but it's up there. This is up there. What kind of engines do you think we put on these? Something obnoxiously overpowered for its size. 8 mainsails. It's gonna blow through this field in like 4 seconds. Yeah, so when all these go off, all at the bottom. And when does the twin bore set to go off? Put that at the bottom too. Oh, it's actually got a 2.0 thrust to weight ratio with those mainsails. That's crazy. Why don't we put on the skipper instead? Might fall short though. He's pretty big. Your rat's a pretty big boy. Big ones. Might want to check TWR. I'm not sure what that. What, Twitter? Good God, what are we gooding at our God for? Fascinating. Non-knowers means channel outreach though. This is true. This is true. Yeah. Can't argue with that. You make a compelling point, Cock. Oh man, does that mean I have to stop being mean to him? Ooh, drops it down to a 1.15. Ooh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I mean, we could put on the Bobcats, maybe? It's a little more than... And it's thrust. It's worse than the Kodiak, so that wouldn't be helpful. I mean, twin bore is way too big. That thing drains a ridiculous amount. 215, 400. I guess the mainsails are the way to go. Here's an interesting question. Scale the mainsails down to the point where they actually fit the size of this thing. What's their thrust? Can't tell. I do believe this decreases the amount of thrust that they produce. Ooh, 0.72. Terrible. Alright, I feel terrible to have to do this, because frankly I don't want to just yeet these, but I think we need a bigger fuel tank. Using the 800s. Maybe up to the FLTX 900s. The S300s are way too big. X200, I mean, that's the size of the one. You don't want to use that, so... yeah. Let's go with the FLTX 900. More fuel, more bang for our buck. More engine mounting space. What kind of nose cone can I put on you? Can just put the tweak scale up. Yeah, you know what? I'm not above that. Or am I, actually? Now that I think about it. This is actually able to take one of these. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not an insignificant amount of fuel in them, too. Plus, they come with separatrons, which I like. Alright. Give it one extra. Very nice. Alrighty. Take these things off. Give it a little push in the right direction. Try and make sure they line up the right amount. There we go. That's pretty close. Looks like they're all facing our direction too. Wonderful. Now, what engines do we put on this thing? Because right now, the twin bore alone ain't cutting it. Also, let me separate these out. Hello? There we go. Put those in their own stage for now. And then this section. Those maybe. There we go. And let's say the engines. Yeah, those bobcats aren't beginning to cut it at all. Well, wait, they're actually not in the right section. Okay, that's all of them now. Yep. That's still a 0.54 thrust to weight ratio. Oh boy, that's not even close. Let's give it some mainsails. Keeps fooling me. I keep being like, what? How did it go down? The mainsail is so freaking powerful. Boink, boink, boink. There we go. That's a 1.32. That's enough to get off the launch pad. It's not exactly efficient, but it'll work. Yeah. Delta V, 8,000 meters per second, perhaps, if we're looking at this right. Show me that fuel delivery overlay. So, which of these comes off first? This section, okay? So you will also be draining your fuel. Like so. Oh, jeez. You drain your fuel like this. This one in here needs to go from here to here. And show the fuel delivery overlay for the whole thing. Schwamp. Nice big helix. Perfect. The asparagus stage is complete. Bumps us up to a hypothetical 9,000 meters per second total Delta V. That's pretty based, actually. That's quite a lot. Now, I don't know if this thing actually gets anywhere, because the force of launch might rip it to shreds, which would be pretty funny, but also really bad. Hide this fuel delivery overlay. And what else? What else can we do? I suppose something I would like to do is I want a docking port. But I don't really want it on the bottom of that. Does that make sense? Is it TD12? Yeah. If we put a TD12 like that, and we take a docking port like that, and then we do that. Take these off. Okay. Will this work? Let's give it a shot in orbit, I think. Uh-oh. I do not like that my staging looks wrong. Ah, that would be why. Our fuel ducts broke. Nice. Okay. series. Okay. Vehicle delivery. From you to you. From you to you. And from you to main stage. Okay. And it brings us back up to 9,000, so hide the fuel delivery overlay. This goes off, these go off. I feel like we need the twin bore. But isn't the twin bore less efficient than a mainsail? I love breaking all of my stuff, by the way. Should be fine. Just rip this off. And then, instead of having half dozen mainsails, fuel tanks. That's the really big one. I need this one. Lock that one in. That one in. That's fine. And then we go engines, and we give it a mainsail down there. But then twin bores. Twin bores scaled to fit even. Now that's a very different looking rocket. That goes off. That goes off, that goes off, that goes off, that goes off. These four are up here. But should not be going off that soon. Put those up there. Yeah. Put that up there too. That can stay up there. Those can go up there as well. This messy little bit of staging, I don't know. We'll worry about that later. That's why we want the landing stage to eject, so I guess I'm thinking actually decoupler then docking port. Now, I appear to have made a pretty substantial error here, which is that this engine doesn't have a stage associated with it. There's no decoupler. It's just fuel tanks. Oops. Use the TV25s, yes. Okay. Boop. Okay, now those go off separately. These all still go off. This and this, this and this, this and this. That's okay. Those go off their thing. Those decouple up there. Alright. this is convinced that there's basically no delta V in this. Why? I'm assuming it has something to do with the fuel lines. I'm just gonna take them off. Okay, fuels no longer being weird. And once again, this is the first one to go. So listen to Mine plus Craft right now. First one that shows up. What? I'm gonna be so real, Goober. I have no idea what you're talking about. Something's wrong. This one goes off. Ah, I see. These have become transposed. It's fine. Just reorder. 70, 60, 50, 40. Okay. This appears to have actually substantially lowered my delta V and my thrust to weight ratios. Great. Isn't that fun? I'm so pleased. Well, I think that sucks, actually. I think it's because the twin bores maybe are stupid heavy. I might just lump on mainsails. Go off at once. The ratio stage 8 is 1.26 with 654 meters per second delta V. That is nothing, but that is why we have these various stages. It technically gets more and more. But when stage 3 goes off, 0.2 thrust to weight ratio, but with 2,000 meters per second in delta V. Makes me think perhaps the pool's undersized, and we need to worry about fixing that. I actually didn't hear you. I read what you said. Where am I searching this? What is it? Am I literally typing Mine plus Craft into YouTube search or something? Like, what's going on here? I don't understand. I just realized I've made a major oopsie. This has nothing for survivability built into it currently. And it is designed with the explicit intent that the reason it has nothing to do with survivability built into it is that this will reattach with the mothership in orbit, and then the mothership takes it home. I mean, really no reason not to use this command pod as the survivability piece, I think. So, let's do a little retrofitting. We still want it to survive, re-entry. We still want it to be able to dock, I think. But we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a coupler on here. TD12. TD18, okay. And then we put a heat shield on top of that. That'll work. So then we have heat shield, decoupler. We just need some parachutes on it. Let's give it a double radial symmetry. Dang it. Slide it in like so. And we'll also do the same for the drag chutes. Wow. That's terrible placement. That'll be fine, I think. Don't think that covers anything important. There we go. Equidistant from each other. That should be more than enough to survive atmospheric re-entry by itself. Redocks with this thing. And I just don't think this poodle's gonna work. Yeah, it's 0.2. Granted, I don't know what it is without all this attached, but it is supposed to push all this, so I need a thrust to weight ratio of at least 1 up there, I think. 0.5, I mean, that's better. Oh man, it's really the only option here in mainsail. Yeah. Mainsail it is. I love having to redo my fuel pipes every time. Actually, all of that fuel is correct. Huh. Ain't that something? All those do go off simultaneously. These stages look correct. Ever-increasing amounts of delta V. And now, interestingly, despite all that, it's still showing us a lower delta V total than when I had the central twin bore and this engine was dead weight. Like, there was no stage separation. That's really interesting. Let's save this. Let's get a Mark II, just in case. gonna pop in here. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna remove this main cell. I'm just gonna lock that back on. I'm gonna pop over here. I'm gonna replace this with a twin bore. Doing so I can move those middle sections as well. There we go. Now, all of these main sails go off at once, as well as the twin bore. These separate. And all of this weirdness up here, just individually control. See, now it's saying this is only 5,000 delta V. Where the hell was it getting 9,000 from previously? Wasn't it getting 9,000 with the main sails on those FLT 800s? Let's see something here. If I just rip one of these off. Give him the FLT 800s. And slip that in. There we go. So, and then give the advanced nose cone as well. Give a little spin. So did that just increase delta V? I think it did. Okay, that's interesting. Are we really looking at a lifting power issue here? Clusters. No, it's only at 4,000. And again, it has no asparagus staging, so I don't know. Maybe that changes the calculus, as it were. Still only 4,000. What the fuck? Was the 9,000 just some kind of grievous total overestimation of what it could do? Or was it accounting for using the swivels? That's an interesting idea. We've opened back up the Mark 1. And these 4 engines up here. So this mainsail, right? If I put this with them, that drops the delta V. What if I turn off this mainsail? That increases the delta V. Now, if I take these, move this, put it like that, it's still only 5,500 estimated delta V. I think I'm gonna have to rewatch the VOD, see if I can figure out what the hell is going on with that. Are the fuel lines all still intact? Looks like they are. Don't know why sometimes it breaks and sometimes it doesn't, but it is what it is. I mean, it's kind of stupid to try it, but hypothetically, this can just be the top stage too. It would need crossfeed though. Like if we look at the fuel delivery, wait, this doesn't have any access. But trim that up to 4 and slot it in. Fuel the fuel. Oh, look at that! 8,842 meters per second. Hold on, now we may be cooking with gas up in here. Okay. It's gonna be a weird mission, but I would like to try this. So we're gonna do one launch and then we'll be the end of stream for the night. So let's just see, what does this do on the launch pad? Does this do what I think it's supposed to do on the launch pad? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out this stupid freaking device can get to orbit. Oh god, I forgot to strut it. It was about to do some demon shit. Structure struts. Excuse me. Let's get some nice top ones in first. Oh boy. Put one like that. Go. Put them like that. Go. Go back here. Put them like that. Okay, all of them have been strapped to it. And down here, kind of the same thing, but the other direction this time. And then it's probably enough. let's also just, for the sake of things, connect this. Okay, cool. Now let's do one launch and then call it a day. What do we think? Flies? I'm giving this like a 2% chance of working. As expected. Throttle up. SAS. I mean, it goes up. First stage boosters hit the ground pretty hard. Okay, something blew up. I don't know what it was. Ooh, the rocket is wobbling. What's up, Fishman? Yes, this is in fact quite a tall rocket. I don't know what blew up, but whatever it was doesn't seem to have been all that necessary. Fortunately. It do be a wee bit wobbly, but it's going up, which is what we wanted. You've been here a while? Yes, you have. Always happy to see it. I appreciate my locals deeply. I have many of them. You are legion. You are powerful. Crazy. Stage separate. We're starting to drift some fierce. I'm gonna see if I can't deal with this. There we go. Come on. Back up. Back to program. There we go. There we go. Okay, good job. There we go. Alright, we're good. We're still going up. Phew.